There's quite a lot I want to touch about. So it's just be like a potpourri if we have the time. Titi?
There's a lot happening in the world. Okay. We touched on the UK protests yesterday when we spoke in the morning. Now, the new Prime Minister of the UK, Keir Starmer, I've not gotten used to mentioning his name yet. I'm still used to Sunak. I don't think he would have spoken the way this guy spoke. He came out with he gave me a Margaret Thatcher kind of vibe.
Oh no,
with his speech.
Very fast for this speech.
Yeah.
He had no other option.
Yeah.
Because it's quite sad, the circumstances.
Yeah.
This whole thing started off from the stabbing in Southport.
Yes. Sure.
And then the moment I saw that it was a black guy, I knew it was going to be a problem.
Yes.
3 white girls were killed.
Yes.
So he had to, the strongest terms, man.
Of course.
I saw the statue of knives in London. You know how knife violence and London has been victim to knife violence for a very long time. So.
Yeah.
And I also believe that based on the subject matter, he needed to be this stern. Yeah. Also considering the fact that the person who even perpetrated the act was born and bred in the UK, right? Yeah. And then now they're literally making it seem as if, okay, fine, the immigrants are the problem. You get. So that's literally why it was actually necessary to actually put this out there, because people literally just came out to say attacking like immigrants, like black people, and all of that on the road, which is actually really, really scary, considering the money they are making from a lot of people that coming. Different various reasons. So,
with all of this also, not forgetting Nigeria also, which is our domicile. Winfrey, you spoke about Kaduna, the north. It's not really cool for people in the north. Kaduna, Kanu, Abuja, and all of that. We appeal for peace, please. The protest has gone further now. It's been hijacked and people are now perpetrating violence. Yes. We saw people burning flags of Nigeria. Maybe most of us here don't understand the concept of a flag. Maybe. Because when you say green, white, green, you think of, the green is for fertility, productivity, and all of that. You're trying to... You see, for some countries, a flag represents something for a country. Yeah. It's an insignia, it's a symbol of that particular country.
A flag is actually not supposed to touch the ground.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to touch
If you look at the United States, although on different flags, you have different, wordings or different meanings of the signs on the flag. Sure. You have some African flags, I've seen cutlass on flag, you see crown quill, or maybe talk about how workers maybe fought for independence and all that kind of stuff. A flag represents us, and we saw images of people burning the flag, and then the Russia flag. Even the Russian embassy had to come out to put out a disclaimer and say, no, we don't know nothing about this. Yeah. But they say, well, Putin to come and do what's here.
Mm-hmm. So that's the thing. So I think that was actually influenced a lot by what happened in Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso as well. Yeah. And we also know that people are saying that there are ties with, the northern Nigeria, and when you look at the border crossing and all those kind of things. So people are saying, okay, that could have spawned from a whole lot of things. But we also know that we have diplomatic relations with Russia, so Russia would definitely know better than to even step in. But the fact that they've actually gone as far as putting out a statement saying they have nothing to do with this is actually great. Also, the tailor producing the flags.
Wow.
You arrested him.
Wow.
Oh yeah, the Russian Russian flags. So that one we also appealed.
Okay.
And then quite a bit more. Like I said, we just touched on a few things. Bobrisky was released.
Oh, okay. You wanted to... wow, you wanted to touch on this.
Not just because it was... We mentioned that it was everywhere. Yeah. We spoke about the journalist hangout and all of that. Yeah. And it was the fan razzmatazz for me. I just want to say something. A lot of us that were not born in the era of social media, it's still hard for us to acclimatize to what social media is now.
Sure.
I saw something somewhere. Someone said, I'm selling clothes. Now, for me to make a profit, I have to now dance and make a fool of myself. That's what she said. She was crying. No, I have to dance and make a fool of myself. If not, I will not sell.
Better dance.
So what people
dance like David dance.
Exactly. So now it's all about relevance on social media, and people will do anything. And the shame has milked it.
So interestingly, the fact that there was updates, a lot of updates coming up yesterday online, different blogs, even news channels, all that. It's interesting that it was not said that it was good behavior that he was released early for, and the fact that he went straight into partying and celebrating, and so it is it's unique in my opinion. It's a unique response
talk about
to this.
This has even explained. I thought I would just mention
breaking this
moving
down
to Paris.
I actually found it really interesting.
Okay.
A lot of people were anticipating his release and what he could do with this new lease on life, I'm going to say, because the truth is, there were a lot of mixed messages going around when he was arrested, you know, the whole caucus. People followed it. And I actually feel it kind of gave him even more publicity at that point. There were some people that were not even following him at that point that were just interested in the story, in the case.
I feel it's also very important to note the reason why he was, that's the only part I think is interesting for us to focus on, the reason why he was arrested in the first place for spraying the Naira at a party. Nyola was also spotted, she was the owner of the movie, producer of the movie, actually spotted at the get-together and his release and all of that. So he was spraying the Naira, and now it's important to also note that, of course, he was released on good behavior, but also there was also I won't say negotiation, but then again, he's going to be serve as an ambassador to speak against spraying the Naira note. So, of course, the fact that they used him as a culprit also because he's a public figure, and of course to actually send to the public, the seriousness of how serious they actually taking the matter. So don't spray to Naira.
Well, since that time, if you go for a wedding, you see the couple have their own printed Naira, their own printed notes, not
or
Naira
the dollar
notes.
bill,
or the printed
they now spray dollar.
So event planners now make it part of their package. So it's interesting.
Some people have a fake notes that you can switch.
Of course.
So that's what happens. So they have the ATM, you transfer the sum you want to, and they give you the printed, the couple.
The couple and all of that. So it's almost
birthdays.
like you'll go into a casino.
Yeah.
And you buy
chips. You buy chips. Exactly.
And then you go chips. When they say chips, it's not plantain chips.
No,
it's not
chips to gamble with.
Yeah,
right?
Chips to
to
play with.
Gambling.
It's the same thing even in some play arenas here. Some of them is tickets and all that.
How would you know?
And all of that. Why would I know?
What are you trying to say?
Nothing.
What are you trying to say?
Nothing.
All right, so there's just a lot of stuff happening. We are also monitoring the Olympics.
The second banter. It was discrimination in some ways, and even if Serena, who has gotten to the height, can even experience this. After all, we'll talk about that a little bit later. So that's enough reason for you to stay tuned on to the show till the end of the show. We'll be back in a jiffy.